Hi guys. Okay, so I'm going to be explaining the kite project to you, especially if you were gone for band or orchestra. So we're going to be making kites. It's going to be an assessment grade on the 4th grading period. We spent all day Friday talking about it, researching. We started the research process. So since y'all were gone, y'all missed that day. But we're also going to spend an entire day in class flying them and kind of going over everything. You are going to need to purchase 2 wooden rods. You can get those from Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, maybe Home Depot, somewhere like that. They should be like 50 cents a rod. Make sure you read through this entire paper and ask me any questions. You can send me a message on Remind. You can send me an email over spring break. You are going to need to use the internet to research some of this stuff. So if you have trouble with that, just let me know. It's going to be due on March 19th. So today is the 8th. It's Friday the 8th. You have all week during spring break to do this, as well as the weekend before we come back. We come back to school on the 18th, which is Monday. That will be a good time for you to ask all the questions if you haven't. Hopefully you don't wait until then to do your project, but ask any questions. Other questions. It's due on Tuesday. So when you come into class on Tuesday, you're going to need to have already sent me your video or send it to me then. And we are going to fly the kites on Thursday if the weather's great. If the weather's not great, then we will push it a day or two and we'll just switch around some of the calendar. So first thing you need to know is you're going to need computer access to research things. You can use your phone. It's researching. I would just Google history of kites and look up some information. How to fly a kite, how to make a kite, science, why kites fly, things like that. You're going to need to draw a rubric. So a rubric is going to be kind of like a blueprint, not a rubric, I'm sorry, a blueprint of everything that you are, like your math of everything. So for instance, it's going to be on graph paper. And you are going to want to draw a scale figure. So let me show you. Oops. Here's an example of a blueprint. Don't copy this. So a blueprint, what it does is it tells you the area, it tells you the perimeter. It gives me all the measurements, how long this is, all my angles. You can use trig, how long your rod is, how long this rod is. And then it also needs to have a scale factor. So 1 unit equals 1 inch. That's kind of my legend to let me know things. So this is kind of where you want to start off with stuff. Oops, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you are going to want to make sure you include everything on here. This would be a perfect blueprint. Okay? Now, then you are going to need to build your kite once you make your blueprint. Your kite you can use wrapping paper, you can use newspaper, you can use butcher paper. Any kind of paper is fine for the actual drawing of the kite. You have to use wooden dowels. So there's going to be no plastic on this kite. You should not have any trash bags, any cellophane, no plastic tablecloths, and you have to have wooden rods, no plastic rods. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. On here it says straws. If you want to outline your kite with straws, most people don't do that, but if you want to. Okay. And the one requirement I have for your wooden dowels is right here for your short diagonal, it has to be at least 12 inches long. So make sure your shortest diagonal is 12 inches long. Don't make it smaller than that because it won't fly as well. All right, we talked about the blueprint. Oh, for your area, I do want to give you the formula. For perimeter, you would just calculate add up all the sides. Oops, sorry, you shouldn't see that. For area, your formula for area of a kite, and we'll learn this later on, but it's your diagonal 1 times your diagonal 2 divided by 2. There's your formula. So for the blueprint I showed you, his one diagonal is 12, the other diagonal is 18. So you would just do 12 times 18 divided by 2. which is 108, and this would be inches squared because it's area. Okay. Now, the fun part. After you do all this, and I do want to say I do not want you to spend too much time on this project. This should not take an entire day. The researching everybody did in class, that took like 20 minutes. Then actually making your kite, once you research it, maybe a little bit more than 20 minutes once you research the sides. Actually making your kite will take about 30 minutes-ish. And then you want to maybe take about 10-15 minutes to practice flying it. Then you're going to be making either a video or a poster. Oops. So your video or poster, it needs to be turned in on Tuesday. If you don't turn it in on Tuesday, you will get points off. In the video or poster, you're going to need to include your 3 pieces of history and your 3 sciences about kites. You're also going to need to include pictures or videos, up to you. If you do videos, then you don't need the pictures. But pictures or videos of you making your kite. I need you to prove that this was made by you and not you didn't buy it. Okay? Then I also need you to show yourself flying your kite. Now, on your video, if your kite doesn't fly, I'm not going to give you points off. You just have to have a video of you attempting to fly the kite. Okay? So make sure your video's 5 to 10 seconds long and I can clearly see you're trying versus 2 seconds and it's gone. You're also going to get some points for creativity. Just make sure it's neat, it's nice. You actually put some effort into this. If I can tell you threw it together and you put no effort, then I'm not going to give you points for it. Last but not least, you are getting points for flying your kite at school. So on Thursday, as long as the weather's great, you are going to fly this kite, and the whole class will be flying the kite. The whole class will be flying the kite, and you're going to have all period to get it to fly in the air. It needs to go at least 10 feet for 10 seconds. If it doesn't go a full 10 seconds, but it goes, thank you, it only goes for a little bit, then I'll give you 1 point per second it's in the air. I also have on here to bring a repair kit. What goes up must come down. Kites fall down and crash, and things break, things tear. Sometimes kites crash into each other. You might want to bring some extra string in case yours breaks, or some tape or something, like a little baggie of just some extra things in case you need to make some little repairs here and there. So here's how we are going to grade you. You're going to get 5 points for having the correct materials. You're going to get 5 points for putting the area and the perimeter with your blueprint each. And then you are going to get 10 points just for your project being on time. So as long as you turn your poster and video in on Tuesday, you get 10 points. If you decide to turn it in Wednesday or Thursday, you don't get those 10 points. 10 points for history of kites, 10 points for science of kites. Make sure when you put this in the video that I can actually read it. I shouldn't have to pause the video to stop and read it. Give me enough time when you're making this to do that. You're going to get 15 points for including videos or pictures of you making it, and you're going to get 15 points for your trial runs of flying the kites, 5 points for creativity, and 20 points for flying at school. You're going to be emailing your project to your teacher. My personal email is, let's make it red, danielle.olivares@cfisd.net. If you have Miss McCoy, hers is whitney.mccoy@cfisd.net. If you have Miss Dang, u.dang@cfisd.net. Sorry, u.dang@cfisd. If you have Miss Vedito, holland.vedito@cfisd.net. If you have Miss, I should just correct the front instead of, Evans, k.evans@cfisd.net. And then if you have Miss Gandhi, Shafali. Oh my God, she's going to kill me for spelling it wrong. There we go, @cfisd.net. All right, so those are the different teacher emails. You need to email that to us by Tuesday. March 19th before class. And in the subject, please write your first and last name and what period you're in so it helps us organize. Okay, the last thing I want to go through with y'all is to show you on the Geometry K website. If you go to the Geometry K website, it's right up top. If you want to know how to get there, type that into the Google browser. Okay, if you go to homework, Kite project, I have a Google Drive where I've included this rubric. So if you lose your rubric, well, here you go, it's here. These are the exact same things, so don't worry about that. I'm also including a practice video showing you, Miss Dang made a video, showing you exactly what she wants in your Kite project. Oh, sorry. So this is from iMovie. If you have an iPhone, you can use iMovie. But you need to make sure you're showing you making the kite. 5 pictures at least. You need to show video of you flying the kite. Oh, there's her making still. Video of you flying the kite. Make sure you show that it's you and not some random kite, because if your kite flies in the video but it doesn't fly out here, it'll be a little interesting. Okay? So make sure you show that. Then you need to also make sure you show the process of that and include your history and your science. So right here you would just type out at the bottom. You can either type it out or you can stand there and talk about it, like a voiceover type thing, whatever you would like. Science of kites, stuff like that. So this video is only 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It should be about 1 to 5 minutes depending on how much you include. You can make it as fun and interesting or boring as you would like. If you have any questions, again, please let me know. I also wanted to say I do have one student doing a PowerPoint. I will accept PowerPoints. Just make sure you include everything in so that when I hit present, it just goes. Again, you can also do a poster, and you will just email us the video since you can't put a video on a poster. If you have any questions, send your teacher questions on Remind. Thank you.